Welcome to Intellipaat live webinar on how to become an ethical hacker. Today's webinar is conducted by Mr. Hitansh Kataria, a senior cybersecurity consultant. He has total of 9 years of experience into cybersecurity, and he has worked with Creative Tabs, CWT, ESEC Forte, and lot more. So guys, let's welcome Hitansh to the uh, guys, just hold on. We're facing some technical issues. We'll start the session in a few minutes.
Thank you, Suyash. We'll just start now.
Okay, Hitansh.
Okay, just a minute. Hi, everybody. Hello. I hope you all doing good. And today we are going to cover up and understand what ethical hacking is, how you can become an ethical hacker, what is the career perspective, career objectives towards it, what will be your job roles and responsibilities will be, and whether it is a good choice of a career or not. Understanding what is a cyber security person has to carry on his shoulders, that what he's going to perform in the corporate environment, and we'll try to understand and how you can get that and grab that opportunity. We'll try to understand and we'll look forward to it. Okay, so it's a basic introduction towards ethical hacking. So what is hacking basically? When you have a particular target system and you as a hacker try to get an unauthorized access of the particular network or a system, that is basically what we call hacking. And what is ethical hacking? That you add up a security measure to it so that an unauthorized access can be prevented. That is what an ethical hacker do, and this is what an hacking personality will be doing, which is named as unethical hacker, or you can say somebody who is having bad intentions towards it. Okay, so there have been various incidents. This Shamoon has been a computer virus which was created in Saudi, and it was one of the biggest hack which was termed into this. And this virus was such a drastic impact over there on the environment, and it made such a drastic changes over there on the corporate environment that it actually has some 35,000 workstations uh, come to a halt. And overall there have been various other cases in which, like a banking fraud, in which it has included, if you have ever heard about a Y2K attack or something like that, these all things have covered up under ethical hacking attack which have ever happened over there on the named of security. This have been over there, data leakage, bugs, many other things have been found up there. Now let's cover up a very important point. When you talk about types of hackers, then we have is the black hat hacker, a white hat hacker, and a gray hat hacker. Now when you talk about a white hat hacker or a black hat hacker or a gray hat hacker, these are the different set of hackers, but none of them are identified on the basis of their knowledge. They are identified on the basis of their ethics. In security, We do not talk about anybody that whether you have more knowledge to me, I have more knowledge to you. It is none of our business. Maybe something I can do better at, some things you can do better at. But the important point is that whatever we do, does it have a good intention? Are we trying to access somebody's information that is completely private and confidential, and that is going to hurt somebody if it is leaked into private public space? Or if it is not going to have we are going to have a authorized channel, a legal channel, and we are performing everything under the jurisdiction. So that is what a black hat hacker, white hat hacker, and a gray hat hacker does. Overall, black hat hacker is somebody who is performing any kind of activity completely illegal. White hat hacker is somebody whom you can term as an ethical hacker, which I'll be more towards talking about because that is something which I have been into my career. And gray hat hacker is somebody who does both the stuff, who hangs both the ways, and he or she can be like performing some kind of activities which is completely white under the legal observations, but some activities which are not out of the jurisdiction and completely going out of the way to perform those activities. Now, when you see that, what is ethical hacking? What is ethical hacker? You see that white hat hacker having the similar kind of knowledge, having the same kind of understanding towards what is security, what is things. The ethical hacker tries to get the access of the system of and perform all those kind of attacks and everything out of it with the complete permission of the employer or a corporate organization or anything like that. Maybe employees and everybody down the line will not be available or having an information about it, but yes, the main management will be definitely sure, and they have signed a contract towards it, and performing all those activities is completely legal towards it, right? And obviously, corporates hire these hackers. They hire those hackers in order to make sure that yes, you be proactive. There has been always some approaches towards the hacking. That is, one is the proactive approach, the other one is the reactive approach. So proactive approach is always that yes, we should be very much ready. We should have our firewalls configured. We should have our antivirus system ready. We should have our SIM system ready. We should have our complete threat management system ready. We should have our every single component which is needed to make our network or our web application or any kind of cloud application or any kind of IoT application completely secure, so that nobody can get into and bypass that application and try to get data out of it. So that is what is a reactive approach. Oh, sorry, proactive approach. Now, when it comes to reactive approach is always type of that if an attack happens, how you are going to find out. If an attack happens, how you are going to deal with it. That is always a reactive approach. And today we live in an environment where we all talk about the proactive approach, where we always think a two-step ahead of everybody. Today, just few days ago, there was one of the major vulnerability. We have been termed it as log4j vulnerability that we have found out. It has been marked as one of the most critical vulnerability in the domain of cybersecurity. Why? Because it was found out in the log4j library of Apache server. It was a normal library which was used to manage all the logs and everything, which was developers are using and completely fine with it. But suddenly, for a version of Apache, that particular log4j library, what was happening, ethical attacker can actually run a similar kind of code rather than just putting up a log value. He can execute some kind of code, and it can completely give the access of the server to that attacker. Big vulnerability, a complete remote code execution vulnerability. You get the complete access of the server. Why it was a problem? There have been various other vulnerabilities. There have been various other remote code execution vulnerabilities. It was a problem because Apache server has been one of the most used server across the corporate environment. Almost 90% of web applications are hosted on a Apache server. And once this vulnerability was released, all those 90% of the applications, much of them were at a stake of vulnerability. They all can be exploited up. So that is what, when ethical hackers who are hired by these companies come into picture, they have to scan it, they have to give the recommendation how we can fix it, so that the developers or the infrastructure management of the organization can actually upgrade, downgrade, or put a patch or change some code or something, that what they can do according to the recommendation, and can patch that vulnerability right away, so that any external entity, any black hat hacker cannot be able to access that system. And that is when a lot of companies have been coming up towards hiring ethical hackers. And that is what our concern is, that what are the cybersecurity career options are. So these are the three major career options: security analyst, cybersecurity analyst, security engineer, and a penetration tester, right? I have been through all these phases. Today I am leading a team over there in India, which is comprised of few security engineers and penetration testers. I have been hiring people for all of that. I have been delivering sessions all across for this kind of roles. What is the major understanding? What is the major role when you hire anybody who is having such kind of security analyst or a security engineer or pen tester? What their job role includes? They are hired to scan the applications, whatever the applications the company has been developing. Or there can be another option, that the company can be a service oriented company, and they can also be hired as a third party vendors. So you can have both the options. The company can be a product based company or a service based company. And when you have a product based company, you will be hired to scan the products within the environment and understand that yes, there is some kind of vulnerabilities and we need to patch it. Or the other way, if you are a service based company hired by a service based company, you can be used as a third party vendors to scan somebody else's applications, and you can give them the certificate of hosting, that yes, this is fit to host, this is application is completely secure, and we can host that application according to the testing and according to the findings of the application, which you will be doing it once you have understood what all verticals we cover up when we are security analysts. Okay. Moving further, when you want to be a security consultant or security roles, when it comes that okay, I don't want to work as a corporate environment, or you could be like too young for that. You could be somebody who is into like BTech first year or a graduation first year, and have been a focus towards okay, I want to perform it. But until you have not completed your final year, and you cannot appear for any kind of interview for any kind of organization, till that time what you want to do, because there is something which you have to do. So then you have something that comes up, that is bug bounties, independent penetration testers, bug bounties. Bug Crowd is one of the one leading website. Hacker One is another one which is leading for those kind of things. You can become an independent penetration tester. You can register yourself with Bug Crowd or Hacker One or any of the website, and you can just have a list of all those website, and they just, it was just like you must been seeing various news if you have been following uh, security from a past time. That means that there have been like 1000 of bug bounty. Somebody got a t-shirt or a mug or a chicks or somebody some stuff out of it. Some company has gifted them something. There can be have been various other things. All of that thing, what you get it, how you will get it, once you become an independent penetration tester, It is not that I have to get some kind of accreditation or some kind of license to become an independent penetration tester. It is just that you have to get a certification, and you can simply look forward that yes, I can simply do all these things. I am trained towards all of these things, and I can find what all vulnerabilities up there. You can see all the websites listed on Bugcrowd. You can simply click on any of the websites that you want to hack or look forward to hack. They will be having a scope document. This read and terms and condition of a bounty, they have a scope document that you can find SQL injection, brute force will not work, IDOR will not work. All these kind of things will be mentioned up there. You have to find out those understanding, and according to that you have to execute your knowledge into finding the bug accordingly. Once you find out a bug, just report it to them. They will acknowledge it and reward it to you accordingly. Whether it can be $100, $200, depending upon the severity of the vulnerability, you will get some kind of reward out of it. And my students have found out various vulnerabilities. My students have been listed under Microsoft, Google, Twitter, eBay, and various other websites as well. I myself have been listed among various other websites as well when I used to perform it while I was in my college. I used to do all these kind of bug bounties, and I have to do all of these things. And there have been a third option as well, that there have been companies as well. I have few friends out there who have their companies, who do all these things, who just only have one purpose, and that is they just go to Bugcrowd, they have their HackerOne account, and they found vulnerabilities out there. That is it. So when you are a cybersecurity engineer, what kind of job roles, what kind of things that you will be looking forward to? You will be performing all the security testings to identify the weaknesses. You will be conducting the surface reviews, and you will be understanding that what all things that are needed up there in case of any kind of attack. Firewalls needed to be there. There can be various type of scannings that you can perform. Obviously it can include, if it is a network scanning, then it will be there will be a vulnerability assessment complete, then there will be a penetration testing complete, then there will be a configuration audits, there can be a compliance audit. All these kind of things can be covered up when you are talking about various other vulnerabilities as a cybersecurity engineer. Now, it's a very important thing to cover. Obviously, we do not work for free. We have to earn money out of it. This is something, an average, which you can get it. And in India specifically, it is nearly 7 lakh per annum. That is up there. Obviously, when you gradually increase and you gradually start working towards it, you get a lot of exposures, you practically work, and you get a lot of opportunities further. This number goes up a lot. Currently I am having almost 4 times of the number that is mentioned up here, almost. And that is how it has actually been working about, right? So this is such a scenario that you can actually work accordingly. Now, importantly, obviously, if you are not having that's a very important point that needs to be acknowledged up here. What you need to learn. I cannot be a college graduate coming out of the college and I say that, okay, I want to be a hacker, I want to be something. I cannot do that, because the very critical thing that is required up here when you become a cybersecurity expert, then that is a skill set. And just out of nowhere, just to give you a very important context, in complete BTech computer science, there is specifically there is no subject which talks about vulnerability assessments and penetration testing or any kind of audits. There is only one subject that talks about cryptography. That's it. There is no subject in BTech computer science overall in India which talks about cybersecurity in general. So obviously there is a very big gap which currently companies are looking at what you have got in your degree. I'm not saying degree is not important. Degree is too much important because that allows you to sit over there in an interview. So how you actually enhance and build up that skill set that is required. So you have to have understanding of all of these things. You should be well versed with all the operating systems. As it is mentioned up, there are 4 operating systems: Windows, Linux, Android, and Apple, Mac OS. There have been scripting languages. There have been like various things. Networking is one of them. You have to be quite knowledgeable in all of these things. You because why it is very important. It is not like that I know C language, I know C++, and now shall I become a hacker? No, you cannot, because you tomorrow go to an application and you audit it. It is based in Java. Day after tomorrow, you need to audit an application that is based out of ASP.NET. Someday you have to perform an application that is written in Perl or Ruby on Rails. Another day you have to scan an application that is written in React.js or Node.js. How will you be able to do it if you do not have the basics strong? You will never be able to understand how the algorithms are working, how the language is written towards it. I have scanned the applications which is written in language Go. I do not know Go, but I understand what is the basics toward it. I understand how the language should be written. I understand there are certain variables and there are certain parameters that needs to be checked. That comes with experience and knowledge that you have, right? And that is when CEH certifications come into picture. Now, CEH certification is an accredited course by EC Council, which it's a certified ethical hacker, and it is given up over here that yes, you need to be extremely skilled. You have to have a industry accepted certification. Obviously, if you are appearing for any kind of risk management, value addition, or any kind of this kind of any kind of job which requires these kind of job rules, then you have to have the answers of any kind of question. If somebody comes up and you say that we are hiring for web application security experts, are you? And you said yes, I am. And somebody asks you what is an OWASP, what is OWASP 2021, what is the OWASP 2021 A1 means, and you say SQL injection, and they say what is SQL injection, what is second order SQL injection, what is a blind based SQL injection, then you will be blank. And if you are blank, then you are not getting any kind of job out of it, because you need to be very much skilled, because this job, this requirement of ethical hacker is more towards nothing has to take about your degree courses, but has to take up a lot about your skill sets. You have to have a skill set that yes, market accepts it, and that is when CEH comes into picture. CEH gives you a basic understanding towards every single thing what you look forward to. I myself is a CEH certified. I'm a CompTIA pen tester certified, and I am also going to be certified as an OSCP penetration tester in a few coming months. So these all certifications is actually booming towards the career that what I'm transforming into. And that is what CEH certification look forward to. If you have a CEH certification marked on your CV, you will be simply putting up, and it gives you a edge when you are looking forward for any kind of risk management or audit related, vulnerability specific related jobs towards it. So these all companies have been looking forward up there. These are the CEH certifications, as we have already covered up, and it has been, this CEH certification is given by EC Council. That is the company that accredit you that yes, you are CEH certified. The certification is valid for 3 years, and it is up there, and you can actually in that 3 years you will have a lot more experience and also skill sets of improvement in the skill sets. And then further you can perform some other kind of certifications and look forward in your career that yes, what you want to perform, right? It certifies that yes, you have a skilled mindset, which look forward for all the loopholes, all the kind of vulnerabilities that you are looking forward to. It it defines that the particular candidate, whosoever is, can detect vulnerabilities, has the understanding what vulnerability is, what payload is, what exploit is, and is capable of performing all those attacks, and is completely proficient with every single kind of tool that we have covered up in the whole examination syllabus that EC Council has certified. So there will be a lot of tools that will come into picture. Major of them will be there, which can be used into corporate environment. Many of them will not be, but understanding of all those tools, understanding of all those things is the prime thing. There will be, when I used to perform, just to give you a very important example up here, when I learned ethical hacking, I was doing okay social engineering like a phishing attack. I used to use tools for that. So okay, I need to do tool because I don't know how to script earlier. Now when I was like, this tool doesn't work in real life environment, it works only in my lab, what should I do? Then I started learning scripting, and that is when I learned that okay, I can write down my own script code to perform this attack. And that is how your knowledge give you enhancement to perform these kind of attacks. Now that scripting is helping me today, that what I learned for phishing attack, I am not performing phishing attack from last 5 years, but that phishing attack scripting that I learned is helping me in my daily job routine, that it is performing, I have the knowledge and I can be performing various other scripts because I know scripting, how to write down, how to perform all those attacks, right? Now there are, obviously when you say that you need to have a minimum qualification, so there is one option that is with training. With training means that you can appear for CEH certification if a candidate has completely completed the EC Council training, whether you do it in an accredited training center or an academic institute or anywhere. But important is that you have to gain the certification with training or without training. If you are having no experience at all, no knowledge at all, then first and the foremost thing that you have to do is training, building the skill set, and understanding that yes, this is very very important towards the towards performing any kind of attack. And then there is other option that is without training. If you do not have want to pursue any kind of training, then you need to have and showcase that you have 2 years of minimum work experience in the information security domain. No, not like I have been into BPO for like 2 years, so can I also do that? It won't work, because relevant experience needs to be 2 years. Okay, so if you are having a experience of information security of 2 years, minimum 2 years, then you can definitely look forward for a CEH certification. If you do not have the certificate work experience, then you can should look forward for the training, and you can perform that training and you can look forward towards it. But the overall point is that you should have a skill set. When you have a skill set, only then you will be able to perform that certification, because it comes up with an exam where you need to pass it with the 70-80% of the marks. And once you clear that exam, only then you can be certified ethical hacker. And that has already been mentioned that that is an average. Obviously it is an average number. If you are very good, this number can definitely go up. If you are average, this number can be up there. Like 7 lakh is like, yeah, you will be having that much only, right? So you already understand how you can actually look forward towards it, because Intellipaat is officially EC Council certified accredited training center, and you can definitely look forward for performing any kind of trainings, and you can look forward for all the certification programs up here. And this is very very important. You can go up in the given link in Intellipaat Academy webinars, and you can look forward for all the upcoming webinars and all of that. And this is the website which you can look forward. You can just call it over the given number, which is mentioned up here, and you can do all these activities, and you
Let me
can
know
ask.
once you're done, so I can take them through the company website and guide them where
Sure,
they can access more information.
sure. So overall, you can do this. And coming to the very important thing again, that when you have that skill set, when you perform all these things, activities, that you understand what is a vulnerability, what is an exploit, how to use metasploit, how to use web applications vulnerabilities, how to understand OWASP. This training is going to give you that basic understanding towards it. It is going to give you a complete knowledge and a skill set that it is going to provide you, which can look forward and leverage your career towards it. Okay, so that is it from my side. So Yash, you can take it over.
Well, thank you for the session. Hi, guys. This is Charles Christopher. Well, I am a senior post advisor and a career counselor. I'm with the edtech industry for about 13 years. So, before we begin, I'm going to show you the complete information about which program is the best program for you, where you can access the information and details. And I would also like to tell you that there is no shortcut, guys. So cybersecurity indeed is one of the highest paid jobs in the market. It's everybody knows about it. There's no hidden secret about it. But in order to get there, there is certain certain dedication and time frame that is required in order to become a professional, or if you want to pursue a career in cybersecurity. So here we are on the Intellipaat homepage. So if you scroll down, you see popular courses, explore our programs. So let's just click on cybersecurity, and I'll straight away take you to this program, which is a PG program in cybersecurity. So this is a renowned university from the US called Belhaven, and this is also in collaboration with EC Council, which is a governing body for Certified Ethical Hacker version 11, and IC Square. So for people who didn't know, cybersecurity literally cares about what sort of technical skill set you have and what sort of official government authorized certifications you hold. They really don't care much about your academic achievements. They really care about certifications that you have and your skill sets. So cybersecurity is only domain, I would say, which focuses majorly on certifications. And to give you an example, CEH certification exam cost itself is $1,100, 1,100 US dollars. But as we have collaborated with EC Council, you need not pay any examination fee, because you will be getting a free examination voucher. So you'll be getting one free examination voucher. So let's continue with the program. So if you scroll down, you'll see the postgraduate certificate offered by Belhaven. So this is a sample certificate, guys. And this is the CH certified ethical hacker version 11 certification. And you see the expiry date. So once this is done, then you can go with the CH version 12. It should have been released by 2024. So what role does the cybersecurity professional play? So threat intelligence analyst, security data analyst, cybersecurity associate, cybersecurity analyst, and ethical hacker. So these are just to name a few roles you'll be qualified to work once you complete the program. Now, what does it take in order to get here? So these are all the skills one should be able to master in order to see yourself in either of these positions. And this is where you're investing about 5 months of your duration. Now, straight away, let's get into the curriculum. So here you see introduction to cybersecurity. So you'll be literally introduced to the topic from the very basic, guys. So having a basic understanding of programming or Linux is definitely an added advantage. So that is the reason we give you free self-paced courses along with this. So you need not be an expert in programming language, or you need not be expert in Linux, but you need to understand how they work. That's it. So you'll be literally introduced to a topic from the very basic, then straight away going into CH. So these are the list of modules you'll be learning from the basic again. Introduction to ethical hacking. You see vulnerability analysis, sniffing, hacking web servers, web applications, IoT hacking, cloud computing. Everything will be taught you from the basic to advanced. Then CISSP, which is one of the huge demanded program out there, and certified cloud security professional, and Comshare Cloud Essentials, and Splunk Security Enterprise Management. So these are the bunch of programs that this particular program has to offer. 4 programs with live instructor-led lifetime access. 2 programs self-paced, along with Java and Linux is also given to you guys. So there is no expiration, guys. You can attend as many classes, retake as many batches. Nobody's going to stop you and question you. We do not work with institute trainers or presenters, unlike other companies who's going to give you lectures or PowerPoint presentations. We only work with a working professional who is a cybersecurity specialist, who is in IT for more than 15 years. So he or she is not going to teach you, they are going to train you. So your mode of learning is going to be through assignments, exercises, and hands-on experiences on real-time projects. Now, every company wants to hire a person who has experience. It's a known fact. So they don't care where you have that experience, whether it's from IBM or Microsoft, nobody cares. They care about, do you have enough hands-on experience? So that is where this comes into picture, which is very, very important. So once you practice the beginner project, is when the project is going to be evaluated. That is when you get to know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are the areas you need to majorly focus on, so that you can focus on those areas that requires your attention the most, so that you can easily do the intermediate and advanced projects. Now we are going to provide you every sort of lab environment and lifetime technical support assistance whenever you're stuck or whenever you have any queries. Now, the reason this is very important is definitely during the interview, you can tell them that you worked on these projects as a freelancer. And how is anybody going to believe you? They're going to start asking you technical questions based on these projects that is on your resume. And anybody will be able to, answer the technical questions or even handle the practical round. When they just give you the desktop and ask you to crack Wi-Fi password, you can do it because you practiced way before you attend the interview in a practical way. So I have a question. Will everything be online? Yes. The 4 programs are online, live instructor-led. Comshare Cloud Essentials and Splunk SIM along with Java Linux will be self-paced. And all the courses are also recorded. The live instructor-led classes are also recorded and handed over to you for your reference. So moving further, peer learning. Now, this is a platform where you can interact with your peers who are taking classes along with you from India, US, Canada, Europe, Middle East, Singapore, Australia, throughout the globe. So exchange ideas and you learn from your peers as well. Career services by Intellipaat. So 3 guaranteed interviews. So not only this program is a postgraduate program from Belhaven University, we're guaranteeing you interviews, whether you're based out of UK, US, Canada, India, doesn't matter. Wherever you are located or wherever you have work permit. So only thing is you should have a valid work permit. We are going to schedule minimum 3, maximum 5 interviews with a very good hike from your current package. So that is going to be guaranteed. Only if you're willing to invest that 7 hours of your time in a week. 3 hours of Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday will be your classes. Between Monday to Friday, whenever you are available for 1 hour. That's it. So 98% of our current existing customers are working professionals. When they are able to invest, 9 to 10 hours also. So this program requires only 7 hours of your effort in one whole week. If you're able to do that for the next 5 months, this and clearing these interviews is not a big deal. I'll show you how you'll be able to clear the interview. So here you see interview preparation. So 1 whole month we are dedicating our time in order to prepare you for the interview. So 80% of the technical questions you're thoroughly prepared even before you attend the interview. And we are going to rebuild on your resume. We are going to mention all the assignments and projects as skill sets, and we are going to build your LinkedIn profile as well. So once you attend the interview, you'll be confidently able to clear the interview. So I have a question. Is this course for bachelor degree graduates? Yes, it is. So like the trainer was trying to explain you guys, there is no such degrees or any colleges that they're specifically training you on cybersecurity. They are giving you bits and pieces of programming and how can threats come into the networking. That's it. But only a training can help you understand cybersecurity as a technology and help you shape your career in cybersecurity. For that, this is the only option. There is no other way. And unlike other companies, these are not some bunch of videos where you get to hear some PowerPoint presentations and lectures. This is literally a practical learning platform, guys. If you're looking to get trained, this is the right place. Only that is going to help you land a job and make money, because no company is going to offer you a job based on the knowledge you have. They're going to offer you a job based on the skill set that you're able to implement on a computer. That is where your talent comes into picture. What is the point if you know what's happening but you're not able to fix it on a computer? So for that, you need a practical hands-on. So that is what we focus on in preparing you for real-time industry. So I have a question here. My son is 12th grade in the US. He'll be joining computer science degree next year. I would like him to try this course, but this guy's a tight time for him. Well, I don't know if you were from the beginning of the presentation. So I'm repeating this again, guys. It's a lifetime access. There is no expiration. So it's a one-time investment. The access is lifetime. So to give you an example, guys, so here are a bunch of courses. So this is 6 hours training. This is 40 hours. So these two to get completed, it's going to take about 2 months. So once you complete this, need not, you'll have to start this immediately. You can take a break because something came up, you're busy, professionally or personally. Start the CISSP training when you're available. Or if you want to redo these courses again, you can do it by just dropping an email because it is a lifetime access. So there is no expiration. We're the only company to offer you a lifetime access because we do understand we're dealing with people who are busy in their day-to-day work and who also have to give time with the family, and people who are students. They have to focus on their examinations in colleges. So it's a one-time investment where the access is available for lifetime, even with the live instructor. Not only the recorded videos or self-paced, but even the live instructor-led training is a lifetime access. Now, he has some experience in Java and Angular programming. That's an added advantage. So like I told you, you need not be an expert in Java or Python or C# or Linux. Having a basic understanding of programming language is definitely an added advantage. You need to have that because you're not developing or you're not coding as a cybersecurity professional, but you need to understand what's happening. For that, a basic understanding of programming is an added advantage, guys. Now, moving further, so the interviews will be guaranteed, guys, so you need not worry about it. So if whenever, maybe a few of the people here who are attending the webinar, you're not currently looking for any job change, but in future, if you are, because nobody, I'm sure everybody might have come across a lot of articles, a person got 200% hike, 150% hike from his past package. That is a possibility only in cybersecurity. That is not possible in any other domains in IT, guys. It's possible only in cybersecurity because every industry has to have a cybersecurity team, whether it's BFSI, banking, retail, real estate, stock, e-commerce, you name a vertical, everybody requires cybersecurity because it's database that we're talking about. So this generation, data is gold. It's much, much valuable than real gold, guys. So that is the reason companies are spending millions of dollars to make sure that the data they have is secure and the business they're running is not tampered with. So that is the reason cybersecurity is the most paid jobs out there in the market. Well, I will answer this question. Is it better to wait or to complete the degree? I'm going to answer that question here. So this particular price, whether you're in US, it's $1,499. In India, it's 75 plus GST. Including GST, it's going to be about 90,000. The reason why we are the only company to offer the course at such a cheap price, where the other companies in the market are offering nothing less than 1,75,000. You can do your due diligence. You can do your research. I am quite sure there is no company in the market who has affiliated with a US university or any university for that instance in cybersecurity and also guaranteeing a job interviews, offering the course nothing less than 1,75,000 rupees plus GST. The only reason we are offering this particular price is because of COVID subsidy from the government. There won't be any COVID subsidy prices available from January onwards. So because of the price being so cheap, guys, we closed down the registrations in the first 2 weeks itself. Because the price is so cheap, everybody got excited. They're getting PG, they're getting job interviews, they're getting trained, lifetime access, they're getting a free examination voucher, which in real is $1,099. So all these benefits at 75,000 plus GST or $1,499, people got excited, they just purchased, we got sold out. But fortunately for you guys today, couple of customers who are registered from the same company wants to move their batch to April because of some current project requirement. So we have decided to release the last 2 slots at a discounted price. So once these 2 slots are sold out, the cost is going to be revised to 1,50,000 plus GST. Even that is going to be cheap compared to our competitors, or it's going to be $2,999 to gain the benefit, or if you want to take the benefit of the discount and the lifetime access, you can drop me a WhatsApp message on my Indian number, or you can drop me a WhatsApp message on my US number, or you can drop me an email. So whatever suits you best. So remember, I'm an advisor and a career counselor. And Venugopal, you can WhatsApp me on my US number or Indian number. I'll have a discussion with you. I'm sure you have a lot of questions apart from this. Guys, never invest money and most importantly time if you're not sure what you want to do. So for that, always talk to an advisor, because that's his job to understand the market, understand the customer, and help him shape his career. So that's what I'm going to do. Drop me a WhatsApp message. I'll be more than happy to help you shape your career. And one advice I would like to give is, please do not be scared to go ahead and take that one step which is going to shape your career and change your career. Because I've seen many customers who have been visiting a lot of websites for the last 2 years, 3 years. When I talk to them, they're saying researching. Okay, I understand you have to research, but I don't understand what are they researching for the last 2-3 years. If they would have spent 1 hour of their time, if they would have had that strong, motivation, yes, I want to start, let me focus for the 5-6 months, he or she would have already landed a job and had a real experience for the last 2 years instead of researching for 2-3 years. I know it's easy to say, but it's your career, guys. So all it requires is certain time and certain dedication. So if you're willing to invest that, I'm here to guarantee the result. Even if you spend lakhs of rupees, if you're not able to invest that time and dedication, there's no point, guys. So if you're in India, the website has the Indian timings. So if you're in the US, let me type out the schedule for you. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday, guys. And the timings will be 9:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time to 12:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. 3 hours Saturday and 3 hours Sunday. So this is your schedule, guys. So each program is going to take about, and this program is going to take about 5 months in total. And it's lifetime access, free exam voucher for CEH. So you save this much of your money for the exam voucher because you get 1 free exam voucher. And you get 6 months iLab access, 3 guaranteed interviews. A lot of benefit, guys. So please WhatsApp me. Let's have a conversation and understand you better. So I have a person. Can you WhatsApp me at? And are you from India or are you from the US? I don't have the name here. Okay. Let me just make a note of that number. So whoever dropped the number, I think, okay, you're from the US. Perfect. Thank you, Venugopal. I am going to give you a call, and I have your number, 732. Perfect. All right. So any questions, guys? Please feel free to WhatsApp me. Let's discuss about your career, and I'm here to help you. I hope today's presentation and webinar was useful and informative. So I look forward to talking to you guys and help you shape your career. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Cheers. Bye-bye.